What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Paulie Malignaggi. And he said something very interesting, and I want to cover on for a second about Tyson Fury. He says that Tyson Fury has everyone's number in the heavyweight division, and the only person that beats Tyson Fury is Tyson Fury. And I wanted to address that for a minute. Okay. I do agree what Paulie's saying to a certain extent. Okay. Let me tell you what I do agree on. First, I agree with Paulie is because the only person that beats Tyson Fury is himself. I think there's some truth to that. Okay. I think that Tyson Fury, his worst enemy is always going to be himself. With someone successful, someone that does have drive and that does have the desire to do certain things, I think that can come to a screeching halt at any given time. A person with mental illness, like Tyson Fury said himself, he will always have mental illness. It will always be some type of chemical imbalance in his brain that can cause him to relapse or to revert back to those destructive tendencies, okay? And those, the heavy drinking, the drugs, and all the other stuff that went right along with his accomplishments and his win over Vladimir Klitschko, because that's what he fell in. He fell in a world of things are not really important. There's really not much to live for. He didn't really have goals after that because he's accomplished so much at that time. His mind took like a dive. It's almost like a person struggling hard to work his ass off to get to a certain point, to get this particular job, and you give his ass $10 million. You know what I mean? Like, look at Andy Ruiz. I mean, that's a perfect example. This guy was broke as a joke. He didn't have any money. He had to pay Bob Arum back for leaving Bob Arum. He had 5 kids. He had a wife. He wasn't getting any real fights. Al Heyman, he fought on the Al Heyman banner one time until getting a fight with Anthony Joshua, beating Anthony Joshua, and it ultimately changed his life. But at that same moment, that was like one of the things that he accomplished became such a demotivator. The same thing happened to Tyson Fury. So I do agree with Paulie because of that, because that would probably be his worst enemy. However, when Paulie's saying that he has everyone's number in the heavyweight division, I don't believe that. You know why I don't believe that? Is because Anthony Joshua was beaten last year. But how was Anthony Joshua beaten? He was beaten by a fighter that he hardly knew. He knew nothing of this fighter, but this was a fighter that he didn't even really supposed to be in the ring with. So statistically, knowing that any given fighter can give you trouble due to the either the style that you come in with or the style that they already possess, they can give you problems. Okay? In order for that to be true, what Paulie Malignaggi is saying, people, he has to fight these guys. That's why every so often you see somebody go in the ring that one person has your number. You can't have everyone's number, right? But some one person, one fighter can have your number. Okay? And it's a numbers game. If he goes in there and fights 5 different fighters, there's a chance that he might lose one of those fights. Okay? Otto Wallin gave him a pretty good fight. I think he beat Otto Wallin, but he gave him a good fight. Now, say someone that was more offensive minded than Otto Wallin could give Tyson Fury a lot of trouble. So, in other words, we don't know that yet. For Paulie to say, hey, I think he has everyone's number in the heavyweight division. We don't know that. We have to see that. And to be a champion, first of all, you got to defend the motherfucker. You have to defend your titles, or title, in his case, the WBC. So he has to defend it. You know what I mean? He has to start with those. Let's see him do 10 title defenses. And let's see what happens in those defenses that he makes. If he fights guys like Ruiz, Dillian White, Anthony Joshua, those type of guys, Adam Kalnacki, Helenius, who else is out there? Charles Martin. if he fights these dudes, right, that's not a guarantee that he's going to beat each and every one of them. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he's not a bad boxer. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the possibilities, the more people you fight, the possibilities of you getting beat is higher because you're beating fighters. Why? Joshua lost because he was fighting different type of motherfucking fighters. He wasn't just fighting people on Matchroom. He just wasn't fighting this type of fighter. He was fighting guys, Al Heyman guys, PBC guys like Andy Ruiz was, okay, and is, okay? He's an Al Heyman fighter now. He was with Bob Arum, right? So, I mean, that's what you look at, and that's what you get when you fight the best opposition. And that's what that means. So if Tyson does get beat, it means he doesn't have everyone's number, and it just means that he's fighting guys that can give him a serious go and run for their money. Or should I say his money at that point, right? So that's what I don't agree with. You have to continue to show that you're the champ and you're the best by fighting the best. That's simple. But saying he's going to do that and jump on the bandwagon, no. Because as long as I've been watching boxing, I've seen people with highs and lows. I've seen people that were hot for a moment. Let me give you a prime example, and I'm going to jump off of here. I remember when Sugar Shane Mosley beat Oscar De La Hoya. I remember when he beat Fernando Vargas. Okay? I remember when he was just indestructible. People didn't even want to go near him. And for the record, he fought Vargas after his first loss, mind you. But he kept fighting guys. He kept beating guys. He took out the Golden Boy, right? And the hand speed of Mosley, the power, the tenacity, he looked unstoppable. He looked unbeatable until he went in there with a particular fighter, Vernon Forrest. Vernon Forrest beat him, okay? And not only did he do it once, he did it twice. Just like Mayorga beat Vernon Forrest twice because of the styles. You keep fighting people, you will be matched with a style that is very difficult and you won't be able to handle. You know what I'm saying? It works that way. So just because Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder and he beats him twice, okay, Wilder's only been beaten by one person, but he's just been beaten twice by the same person. That doesn't mean he's going to go and wash through the heavyweight division. Because Deontay Wilder is not known for skill. He's known for will. Right? He's not known for his boxing IQ and all that. He's known for the hard punch, the hard right hand. Right? So that's that. So beating a guy like that, claiming that was one of your easiest victories, you're not going to do that same shit with Dillian White. That's going to be a totally different fight. You're not going to do that with Anthony Joshua. And that's a whole different ball game because it's a whole different fighter. But anyway, that's my take on it, guys. You guys let me know what you think about Paulie Malignaggi's statement towards Tyson Fury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.